Hi guys, it's me, Jenny Marie, ID number 183440. And hello to you, Miss Ronna. The place we are taking you to today is truly a hidden gem of Cebu and one that even most Cebuanos don't know about, La Buana. La Buana Forchetta de Paulo is as authentic.
All right, guys, welcome to our Philippine Weekly Show every other Wednesday with the wonderful Ronna.
Of course.
Goddess of all things Filipino dating. Thank you so much,
you.
Ronna.
Oh, thank you so much, of course.
Actually, I should thank
fresh
Ronna for
now.
being on the show because I haven't been on the show as much lately as you guys may have noticed because I'm being replaced slowly but surely by such better talent like Ronna or Anna, Dina. They're pushing me out, guys. They're pushing me out, but that's okay because I think it's so much better that you get to hear it straight from their mouths about what's going on with women and the questions that you have about dating foreign women, and they can help you with that so much better than I even can, even though I've been around it for a quarter of a century, and I'm married to a wonderful foreign woman myself, so I have some insight, but not like directly like Ronna would have.
Women's perspectives and experience.
Yeah, so I think it's great. So you were just there recently, right?
Yes, last October. So last show is my first day.
You got like off the plane and came into the studio and did the show. That's amazing. And you are a trooper. I can't imagine having to do that. That flight from the Philippines is so long.
Yeah,
and
my goodness.
you were able to do that.
It's
so
like a whole day trip.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So now you've had a little bit of time to sleep over the last couple weeks. So you're ready to talk a little bit more about your experience there and everything going on. And guys, we also want to have your input on the show tonight. So any of your questions, comments, anything that you would like to know about Asian dating, Philippines, we'd love to hear from you. You know, we have a tour that's getting ready to go out to a part of Asia. It's going to be China. That's leaving next week. So a week from this Friday will be our first social there. Well, not our first social, but for that tour at least, the social going on in Shenzhen, China. And hands clap out to all those guys that are doing that tour.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that tour is sold out. It is now officially sold out. So even if you want to get on at this point, you can't because we've sold it out. But congratulations to all those guys. That's going to be a big tour, and I'm sure the staff there in Shenzhen is waiting for you guys to arrive. So congratulations to all of you.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the November Ukraine tour going on too, and that one is this close to being sold out, very close. So congratulations to all you guys that are going on this November tour. This November tour is huge, very large. So that's great for November. You guys, I guess, aren't afraid of a little bit of chilly weather. I think that's wonderful too.
Yeah. And guys, we're gonna sold out the January and March tour, right?
January, March, Philippines. We should.
Yes.
Right? I mean, look at guys. There's so many things going on there. It's amazing. It really is. We've had so many great testimonials from the guys going over and doing what they're doing there in the Philippines. It's great. So. Love to have you on either where's the January one going? January's going to where?
23rd
Cebu?
in Cebu.
Cebu in January, and then March is Davao.
March 5 on Davao.
Okay, guys.
So pick up the city where you wanna go and spend the days with beautiful ladies, of course.
Absolutely. Another thing I want to talk about before we start getting into some of your questions and whatnot is this weekend. Gentlemen, if you are within the sound of my voice, we have seminars happening this weekend. We love the seminars, and Tanya and I would love to see you either in Dana Point, California, that area around Dana Point, which is kind of equidistant between Los Angeles and San Diego, on Saturday, this Saturday, or on Sunday. This Sunday will be in Las Vegas. So either Vegas or Dana Point area, one of those two. We would love to see you this coming weekend, guys, at one of those locations. The seminars are a great opportunity to learn a lot about how these tours actually work. I was just talking to a gentleman on the phone who was using the service, didn't really understand how introduction letters worked, and didn't understand some of what we do. And actually, he was kind of going about it the wrong way. Great guy. I mean, I really like talking with him. Wonderful guy. But he can do much better than the way he was doing it. And we're going to try and work with him and help him to actually get over there and meet these women in person instead of just writing letters forever. We don't want you to write letters forever. We want you to go over and meet in person. That's what this is all about. So I had a little bit of a Mountain Dew thing, so I'm going to go a little bit. So you gotta,
go ahead.
you just got to like say, John, shut up, and let me get moving.
No, I'm not going to do that. You're the boss.
Yeah, it's okay. You can tell me that. You know, when I have the Mountain Dew thing, I'm not in control. So it's really not up to me. So you got to just say, okay, John, quiet.
I might get some wine.
Yeah, some wine would be nice.
Yeah, I
Probably
only get
counteract
wine
the
if
Mountain Dew.
Tanya's here.
But guys, remember, love is meant to be an adventure. You see that sign. It's not meant to be on a keyboard. It's not meant to be writing letters forever. We don't want you writing letters forever. We want you going over and meeting these women in person. And we have a lot of ways you can do that. This is very recent, right?
Yes,
This
yes,
footage?
that's the first night of the Vow Tour.
So this just happened,
Yes.
guys, like a few weeks ago, in October. A few weeks ago, this was going on, right? And you get to meet all these different women. So there's no doubt in your mind if there's a physical chemistry or not. Now that you've established a physical chemistry, then you start moving forward with letters and getting to know each other better and better and seeing if it's really going to be a true fit or not. But to me, that's the right way to do it, and it's the fun way to do it. Look at, to go over and experience the vow and the culture.
The overwhelming smiles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this,
And
with Ronna and her
caring,
smile. I mean,
and those warm touches from the ladies.
yeah.
Yes.
And the culture and the food
Yes,
and the
of
people.
course, and everything.
It's fun.
You
So,
better be
yes.
there to experience it.
All right. So seminars we've covered the ongoing tours. Now we're going to get Ronna going on some of your questions, guys. We want these questions going. So keep them going. Richard
Yes, go
says,
there.
good evening, everyone. Richard's
Hi,
a
Richard.
wonderful guy,
Yes.
Richard.
I
Richard
just
came out
talked
to
you
Phoenix.
yesterday.
Oh, did you just talk to
Yes,
Richard?
of course.
He came out to Phoenix and visited us. Great guy. Love him. He's going to be going over soon to the Philippines,
Yeah.
right?
To January and March.
He's going January and
Yes,
March.
yes.
Woohoo! Good job, Richard.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Yep,
That's great.
We're going to help you out, so don't you worry about that.
Richard's a great guy, and he's a veteran, and we just had Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all your veterans out there that we just celebrated that holiday. You know, we
Thank
take
you
all
for
you
the
guys for
services.
granted, men and women. And we take you all for granted sometimes, and we shouldn't. It's because of you guys that we can do shows like this. So, thank you for that. All right, Bob has a question. How and when is Christmas and New Year's celebrated in the Philippines?
in the Philippines. Oh, in Philippines, actually, is the longest Christmas celebration. From the start of the Burr month is start with the Christmas. Yes, and then on the Christmas Eve, the 24th midnight, we celebrate it with the family, eat with our lechon, and then the spaghetti for a long life and long happiness, like that. And the Christmas lights everywhere. The house should be lively, colorful to welcome the blessings. Yes, from
So,
God, of course.
are you always doing the midnight? Do you go to mass at midnight, or when do you
Yes,
go to
we
mass?
have 2 hours before the midnight.
So at 10 o'clock
10 o'clock.
p.m. you go to
yes,
mass.
Yes, and then go
Then
back.
you come home. Then you have a meal.
Yes.
And you saw.
And also, there's a 9 mornings before Christmas.
There's 9 mornings.
9 mornings. Every 3 a.m. in the morning, you go to the church and mass. If you complete the 9 the 9 mornings, it's like your wish will gonna come true.
Wait a minute. Back up a second. You're telling me that in the Philippines,
Yes.
for 9 days before Christmas,
Yes.
every morning
Yes.
at 3 in the morning,
Yes.
3 o'clock in the
3
morning,
o'clock in the morning.
you have to get up.
3 or 6, like 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6. Sorry,
Okay,
6.
6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to church.
Yes.
It means you got to get up at like 5 in the morning
Yeah.
to get
and
ready,
be there
and then go to church at 6. And how long is that mass?
for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Yes.
And that's every morning.
Yes, every
What's the
morning.
significance of 9?
From the 6th, I think the 16th. It's in the Bible about the 9 mornings.
Okay.
9 mornings where the kings traveled.
Ah,
Yes,
okay,
the kings
okay.
traveled to
All right.
until the Christ is born in Bethlehem.
Okay. That's
Yes,
very interesting.
yes.
All right.
And we have also this Christmas delicacies only served in
Christmas
that morning,
liquor?
9 mornings.
You get liquor, everybody?
Not liquor, delicacies.
Oh, licacy. I'm like,
Delicacy.
liquor. Okay, I'll go. 6 in the morning.
Liquor,
Yeah,
my
that's fun.
goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting question. Okay, I like that.
I experienced it before. Like I was drunk and from I was just from the party, and then I need to complete my 9 days to my wish come true. So I went in there drunk while attending the mass. So it's
that's
fun.
funny.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit too, because Bob, you brought up, what
Wow.
about New Year's? How was
Yes.
New Year's celebrated?
New Year it should be at 31 the 31 midnight. So
Right.
yeah. So that's
Like
one,
it is here.
Yeah.
Is it pretty similar to how we do it in the United States?
Not much. We
No?
need to noisy to welcome the blessings, and then we need to wear a polka dots. It's
Polka
a
dots?
circle, yeah, polka dots.
Okay.
Polka dots means never ending blessings for the year, welcoming. And then if you want to grow up, you need to put coins in your purse and then jump. To grow up. Yeah, that's what I did for like 15 years.
Did you do that? Yes?
Yes, of course. I want to grow up.
You want to grow up, get
Yeah,
taller.
this is the best I can do. 5'1".
Did you not put enough coins in your pockets or
Yeah,
what?
I bet I put too much coin because I didn't.
That's
It's too
hilarious.
heavy.
That is so funny.
Yeah, polka dots. Yes.
Is there a lot of drinking that goes on?
Yes,
New Year's Eve? You guys are
drinkings,
drinking, partying.
Partying, and then on the street it will be very noisy because the tricycles, and then we're gonna bump, and even the pot for cooking.
Right.
bang,
Bang the pots
Yes,
and everything.
bang,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
The
Do you have
noisier, the better.
fireworks? Is there fireworks that go off?
Before we do, but nowadays we're not allowed to. It's already prohibited by the government because there's a lot of incidents, like
Okay.
the kids are having
Right,
lost
lose a
their
finger.
fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell some stories when I was a kid with fireworks, but we won't get into that now. All right. Why don't you talk a little bit, because Bob brought this up on the holidays, and we were just talking before the show started about All Saints Day.
All Saints Day,
So this
yeah.
is right after Halloween. Halloween is the 31st of October, then All Saints Day is the 1st of November.
First one, yeah.
So Halloween, they don't really celebrate in the
No,
Philippines.
not here like a costume party or
Like
something.
costumes
No,
and things
not
like that. They
in
don't do
here.
that. But what do they do with All Saints Day? What happens then?
It's quite similar to Mexican, where you go to we go to the wake of our family, and then we spend the whole night in there, do like a campsite or camping. And
At the
then
graveyard. You
yes,
actually
at the
camp
gra-
out
yes.
all night at the graveyard.
Yes.
Wow.
And then serve food for our lost ones, our beloved one, and then get some. It's like also a reunion to everybody, to
Wow.
the family. Yes.
So it is kind of like the
No
Dia de
sleeping.
Muerte here with in Mexico. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
you said,
it's kind of
similar
similar,
to that.
but
yeah.
not that colorful because the Mexican has the colorful.
All those little statues
yes,
they make
yes.
and all the color.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
not that one. We just candles and.
Very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So now we got the holidays down.
Yeah.
I bet you Easter's pretty wild there too, but we'll talk about Easter.
Easter's not much.
No?
Yeah.
No?
We don't do like.
I would think Easter would be
Easters, yeah.
huge. That's the
Yeah,
resurrection.
here it's very no,
Huh?
not in
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Casper says, I know there's a little difference between a party like this and the normal internet pages where you search through pages and photos, but I somehow prefer the privacy of your own place. Maybe it's just me. No matter what, Filipinos are gorgeous. So much beauty in one nation.
Of course, yeah.
There's
the
a lot of
beauty
beauty.
is within you, of course, with a smile on your face, and because when you smile, it's like everybody's happy. You're sharing the happiness that you have. It's a good vibes
That's good.
for everybody.
Yeah. And it's amazing, but when you look at the photos, and I've been to the Philippines now, and everyone's always happy. Everyone's always smiling. You see smiling all the time. And
Yeah.
it's not like they have a ton of, it just depends. There's always going to be different classes of people, right? But in general, materialistic things are not, in abundance everywhere there, right? You're not living in big 3, 4-bedroom houses with 3 bathrooms and things like that, right?
Even
But-
we just eat once or twice a day only, but if you have your family, it makes worth living. Yes.
Yeah, because guys always ask, well, I'm looking for someone who is more traditional, someone who is more family oriented.
Yes.
But when you go to places like this, the women really are, and the men are. I mean,
Yeah.
it's more of this family oriented
Very.
dynamic that's going on there. All right.
Very close, tight.
Keenan says, why would anyone need a service to meet women in the Philippines? Don't they speak English already? Yes, Keenan, they do. They
Yes.
speak English, and they speak English in the United States. And there's a lot of services in the United States to meet women, but they all speak English. Just because they speak English does not mean that it's so easy to find someone who you're going to connect with.
That's true.
It's funny, we just did a social recently in Costa Rica, and the gentleman had been living there for 4 years, and he was joining our tour, and I was talking to him about it, and he told me that it was very difficult for him to find and meet, and he spoke Spanish, by the way, but it was very difficult for him to meet women there that wanted the same things he did, he was trying to
That's
find someone that was
really
really
into
interested in marriage,
marriage, yes.
and because this isn't going over. Sometimes it
Yeah.
looks like you're just kind of going into a nightclub or just going into
Yes.
but that's deceptive because it's not like that when you go on one of our tours. When you go on one of the tours, you're meeting
Yeah, you're already
screened women.
in the line where the ladies are into marriage.
Yeah, I
not
mean,
just
yeah.
for dating.
They've been identified. They've identified themselves. At least
Mm-hmm.
they've told us that they're interested in meeting men for serious relationships,
Mm-hmm.
marriage, that kind of thing. It took you 2 to 3 weeks
Yes.
to get on the site, right?
Of course, yeah, 2 weeks for
Right.
me to be on live on the site.
Right. And so during that time period, they interviewed you. right?
Yes, interviewed. We provide our valid data, our IDs, our documentations that we are single, and also an interview, an orientation of what are we looking for?
Right.
Yes.
Right, so
for
we're
a
trying to
man.
qualify. So when you go over, you're not just walking down the street saying, "Hey, how are you?" "Oh, I'm married." "Oh, hey, how are you?" "Oh, well, I'm not into a serious relationship." "Hey, how are-" I mean, you can spend
or give
a
a flyer.
lifetime, trying to do that. And you don't have that much time, right? Normally, you only have maybe a week or 10 days when you're over there. So you have to be as effective and efficient with your time. And a service like this allows you to do that. It allows you to meet qualified candidates instead of just random people in a disco or a bar or a nightclub or something like that. So keep
You're
that
just
in mind.
looking for a fling or something.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. But Keenan, thank you so much for the question, and I understand why you would ask that question if you're not that familiar with us. But
Yeah. That's why Philippines it's better because they already know the language. You don't have hindrance of the communication.
it's a head start, no doubt
Yes.
about it, because they do speak English, so that helps. But there's a lot more to trying to find the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with,
course.
other than having her just speak English. Because if that was the case, everyone here would be married very easily to everyone else. I mean,
That's
so.
true.
All right, Brian, I can't talk to you. It's that Mountain Dew. I better not drive. Hi, guys. Do you think in the future you will have Cebu and Davao 3 times a year like you are doing with China?
Oh, only 2 times, but hopefully, John, we're gonna think about it. It still depends on the guys because if we're gonna spend do it 3 times, there should be a lot of guys who's in the tour. Yeah,
You guys are in
It
total control
depends
of what
on the
we do.
guys,
You guys
yeah.
are in control of what we do.
Yes,
If
of
more and more of
course.
you want to go
Yeah.
to the Philippines with us,
like-
then we'll add a tour. It's not a problem.
Yeah, like a consecutive sold
Yeah.
outs.
That's why we
Yes.
just added, another tour to China because this one's sold out, right?
More
And
tours.
last year we sold them out, so it's like, okay, we got to add more tours, and so we did. And in the Philippines, we've sold out the tours before too. In fairness, but we're thinking about the difference is in China we only go to Shenzhen, so there's 3 tours going to Shenzhen. So there's 3 tours going to China, but in the Philippines we go to 2 different locations
yes.
twice, so that's 4 going there. So there's actually more tours going to the Philippines than China when you look at it that way. But I'd like to do a tour every month.
Yes, we would love to,
You
of
know,
course.
Yeah, let's do
Still
one every
depends
month
on
to
our
the
guys
Philippines.
counting.
Right. So hey, no problem.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here.
From Scorpio, yeah. Kumusta, Miss Ronna? Thank you so much. Hi, kumusta? May gabi.
And then we have Gregor stumbled on this. Invite me to your next party. Anytime, Gregor.
Of
Whenever you
course,
want to
yeah.
come, you're more
We're
than welcome.
open for any reservations you want to go.
Mark says, Ronna, I am going to try and go to Cebu next August. Is there anything I need to know?
Yes, of course. You just have to find your interested woman to prepare your list, and then once you get ready, sign up. And since you're going to August, it would probably be August. It's
August.
like, yeah. Oh yeah, August. Yeah. So you just have to pick. You have to sign up to our website, and our tour coordinator will gonna give you more information about the tour, itinerary or something.
Absolutely. And Mark, just call in too, and we'll give you, look, the wonderful thing about these tours is that you get very well educated before you go over, so that you're not just going over cold. By the time you're getting on the plane here in the States, or wherever it is you're coming from, Australia, the States, wherever it is, and you get on that plane, you feel pretty confident that you have everything that you need, that you've packed the right things, that you have the right credit cards, that you know what to do. You have an agenda of exactly what's going to happen when you're there. You have the contact information of all the staff there, that you feel pretty ready and pretty prepared to do what you're going to do when you get there, right? And so when you, Mark, get ready to go in August, if you want to call, if you didn't get everything that you think you needed, then call us and we'll give you as much information as possible to make sure that you're totally prepared to go over and experience this, because it's an amazing experience.
Yeah. And the best thing is we have our Philippine hotline, so call me anytime. I'm going to answer your call, or I'm going to call you back if you have some questions that you really need an answer ASAP.
This woman, Ronna, will talk to you guys. Believe me, when you call, she will talk to you. She will give you a lot of great advice. She's really amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, and she represents the women in the Philippines very, very well, I think. So, just talk with Ronna. That should be our little slogan. Talk with Ronna.
Talk to Ronna.
Talk to Ronna.
Talk heart to heart.
Talk heart to heart by Ronna. I like that. We're going to have to copyright that.
Yes.
Gregor says he's been to Cebu many times. We'll be back in January.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Of course.
Good job.
Hey,
good job.
Gregor.
Martin wants to know how to book one of these. So if he wants to book one of the tours, how do you go about doing that?
Okay. So if you want to book, just go to our website, sign up to choose either in Davao or in Cebu on January. Register first, remember, right?
Right.
Register first, and then once you register, you click our tour, and then you need to fill up those information, just basic informations. And then once you're ready, our tour coordinator, of course, we're gonna contact you, and we will let you know the itinerary of the tours, the ladies that you want to meet, so that we can contact them ahead of time and make sure they are available once you go there in the Philippines.
Very easy.
Yes. And you have your buddy, of course, that they will assist you 24/7 if possible. Yeah. So don't you worry about that.
If you need any help, Martin, just call in
Give us a
and
call.
they will assist you, walk you right through it. It's very, very easy. You just saw that video. You saw some of these videos, you see this little skin condition, this little thing that goes over these guys' faces. That's happens. We're going to run a telethon to try to get rid of that skin condition so that... No, actually, that's some of these guys. I think they're on America's Most Wanted, and they just didn't want their faces to be shown. So, but we do respect your privacy in all seriousness, and so we do want to show to prospective men out there what this is like. And so, because a lot of these guys that are there, the reason they're there is because they saw this and they said, "Oh wow, this could work. This is real. This is something I may want to do." So but on the same time, we do respect your privacy. And so if you tell us, I'd rather not be on there because of whatever reason, then we try to blot you out a little bit there. So that's why you see some of that up there.
Just let us know.
It's not too bad of a skin condition. It goes away. Okay. What we're going to do now, I think, we have a clip, don't we?
Yes, of course. We have our video for a testimonial.
Okay.
Are we doing the testimonial first?
I don't know.
Okay.
You guys tell me. I'm just your guest here, Ronna.
Of course.
So what are we doing?
This testimonial is I met this lovely lady, Mirasol and David. He actually is one of my prospects to get engaged, and now they're engaged. They're processing their fiance visa. They've been Marisol is sometimes contacting me to give some advice. Yes, of course.
Did they meet during this last tour?
Yes,
Oh,
just
so they
this
just met
October.
in
Yeah,
October. Now they're
Yes.
engaged already.
Yes,
Oh,
of
that's fantastic.
course.
Yeah, that's what
So
we like.
David and Marisol, here is their story. I hope you like it, and guys, I hope that someday we will tell your story someday too.
My name is David. I'm 57 years old from Northern California. Dated a lot, been divorced, and I'm just looking for a better way, you know, and that's why I'm here. I'm your typical California guy from the United States, and I saw a couple of friends of mine that have been through something like this, and they just really looked happy, you know. And I thought, I'm in my mid 50s. Hasn't worked so far. Let's try something different. And from there, we got on the website, checked it out, and signed up, and here I am. You know, it was that simple. In my case, could it really happen? I think that would be pretty much what anybody would think. You know. There's a lot of social stigma that goes along with something like this, you know, but once you get here and you understand that it's not like that at all, you know, then you really start to realize, well, then I can let down the curtain of what's going on and really try to accept something different in your life. From Central California, you know, I've been working construction most of my life. I started a business just under 2 years ago, and I really felt like it was time to share my life with somebody, you know, in a meaningful way. You know, so I have a business now, and I'd like to share it with somebody. That's kind of like the deal right there. It's in a nutshell. I don't know that it really gets any better, you know what I mean, than that. I'm just your average guy from California. You know, I really didn't want what California has to offer. In my experience, the difference in Philippine women when I got here is different than when I was there. So like when I was in California, I had a different view of Philippine women, of what I thought was going on. When I got here, now it's different. It's a lot better. You know, I mean, it's not that it's better. It's, what would you say? It's I see really who they are. You know, great, kind, loving people. You know, it's not people are up for their money or anything like that. I mean, you're going to find that in anywhere, in any type of the world. I said, but this place here is probably one of the most kindest places I've ever been. Really is. The people here are warm, they're kind, everyone's smiling all the time. It's a refreshing change. My opinion of the social was I thought that everybody did a great job. It was handled very, very well. Never been like that through anything in my entire life, you know. It was fun, laughed a lot, had a lot of fun. That's where I met Marisol. And that was it. That was it, yeah. There's a 2-night social. I only made it through one of them. That's just how streamlined the process is, yeah. She locked me down.
Yes.
Yeah. The tour in general and the staff. The staff has been great. I never really had like, you got to be here at this time, this time, this time. There was never really any problem. You get here, you know, you have a meeting, and off you go to a social, go on a date. We went to the Eden Park, you know. The staff there was great. No matter what you needed, it was there for you. They took very good care of you. No security problems at all. Everybody's great. I mean, I don't think you guys really could have done a better job. Really. Let me tell you. And this is coming straight from the heart here. Like I said, I'm from California. There's not a guy in the world that's going to propose to somebody in 3 or 4 days, especially going halfway across the world. Okay, but I'm here to tell you, it can happen. It, yeah. I mean, this one here, I can't imagine living my life without her. Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
When I first saw him, because he went there late. So when I first saw him, I don't know, I felt like there's something to him that I can't explain. Like I like, oh my god, I like him a lot, and just one click, I have crush on him. Yeah, and then
Oh.
yeah, I started fall in love with him that that night, and then yeah.
No, the first night we what was the first night?
First night.
I asked her to walk me out
Yeah.
at the end of the social.
Uh-huh.
She gave me her number,
Yes.
and we went our separate ways. And the next day we went to we went to Eden Park, and yeah, after the
After Eden
yeah,
Park,
starting of day 2, it was over, done. Yeah,
he locked
yeah,
me down.
yeah, yeah. If it's not a mutual thing, it's not. You shouldn't be doing it, right?
Oh well, how did I feel? Um, well, yeah, I know that it will be changed with my life because now we start in our my new world with him, and yeah, it's kind of like excited, nervous, but I get through it. Yeah, I'm so happy.
It's going to happen to anybody that leaves their entire world to go do something fresh and new.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of courage to do that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, my family feeling they are excited when they saw David went to our hometown. They are so happy and they excited welcoming of David. Yeah, and they are happy for both of us. Yeah. Maybe they will feel sad because they will now know that their youngest daughter is getting married like that and meet David that he gonna take me to their place and yeah, leave this country.
Well, I would say that it's natural for the way that they're feeling because they're not here. You know, everyone's going to have that doubt. Everyone's going to have the questions in their mind. Well, it worked for them, but you know, could it work for me? Well, I was thinking that right up until I got to the social. I mean, walking through the door, I'm like, okay, is this going to work? And I can tell you that if you're sitting on the couch doing whatever you're doing, right? Go online, get it done, because you'll never regret it. If you're a guy that is willing to open yourself up and share your life, and you're ready for that, this is the place to be, without a doubt.
For me, I'm gonna say thank you for him because he went here across the world just to attend that party and then to meet me. That we meet there, and yeah, I'm so glad that
It's okay.
I'm so glad that I met him and I have him now. What I'm gonna say is, um, maybe they can come here in Philippines and then yeah they will also join this group and yeah I will invite them to
Yeah,
to meet their lifetime partner
there you go.
yeah here in Philippines.
There you go.
There's a lot of beautiful ladies.
Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful ladies and
Yep.
nice, kind, loving person. Yeah.
The experience that I had here is second to none. It really is. I mean, the minute you walk through that door and there's 100 women sitting there for what, 14, 15 guys? You know, that's where the roller coaster starts. You know what I mean? And you look around and you start talking to everybody, and then next thing you know, you look across the room and there's that drop dead gorgeous woman that you want to talk to, and you walk over there and you're floored because she is not talking to anybody yet, right? And the next thing you know, you're on a date. Go to Eden Park. That's where we went, right? And the drop dead gorgeous girl that I'm talking about is one sitting right here. That's why I asked her to marry me.
And I am so lucky that
Yeah.
that he chose me to be
Yeah.
his part of his life,
Yeah.
to be his wife.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we spoke with your wife last night after the visa process. We're gonna have two marriages. One, we're gonna get married in the U.S. and then we'll invite you guys to that, and then we're gonna come back here and have her mom and her whole family, and we'll have another wedding here.
Here.
One more thing before we cut off. I'd like to thank you in the process for everything you've done for us. You completely changed our life, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Wow. See, guys, I'm invited, John. I'm invited. Me and Rob.
You're going to another wedding. You go to all
course.
these different people. You meet all these people, and then you're
Yes.
getting them together.
Yes,
She
of
is the
course.
Philippine goddess, guys. And you just get with
Thank
Ronna,
you.
you get
Yeah.
married. She's like that little Cupid
Yeah.
out there with her little
Be
bow and
my
arrow.
friend, and you'll never be lonely. Yeah, be my friend. You'll never be lonely. You'll find your wife pretty soon.
Ronna will take care of you. That was a great couple. That was really
Yes,
cool to
of
watch.
course.
That was
David and
wonderful.
Russell.
Very, very
Yeah.
nice. I loved it. I loved it. All right, we got to keep moving though. But you guys, you can come back and watch that again. You should watch that again and listen to what they had to say, because I think it's really cool. So we had, let's see, we
Oops,
moved up here again.
Oh, there.
White Wolf says,
Yes.
so many beautiful women. Yeah,
Of course.
you
Yeah, I'm
think?
proud Filipina. We're a lot of beautiful women out there.
Absolutely.
You just have to go there.
Just have to
Yeah.
go there. David says, I don't celebrate Christmas. Will that be a problem with Cebu women?
No, it's not a big problem as long as you let her celebrate Christmas. In the end, if you're a happy couple, it will be your every year celebration together too with her, of course. You don't want to you don't celebrate. It's because probably you're alone. So it's better to celebrate with your partner for a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, we have some friends that they don't really celebrate a lot of the holidays, but they come to our house during the holidays, which is great,
Yes,
and then
yeah.
they'll have dinner with us and they'll celebrate in that way, and that's wonderful too. So you know, whatever works is wonderful. But yeah. All right, Frank says, I'm unable and unwilling to have any more children. Would that be a difficult situation to picking a woman in the Philippines, knowing that they always want to have more children?
No, it's Frank. Actually, it's not difficult as long as you'll be frank to them. You will be frank to them that you don't want kids anymore like that. They understand you as long as they know first. You let them know first before the connection and the relationship getting deeper.
I think a lot of that too, Ronna, probably has to do with the age of the woman, right? I mean, I'm not sure, Frank, how old you are and how old
Yeah.
the women are you're looking for. If you're looking for, say you're in your
Early
30s
20s,
and you're looking for women in their 20s and you don't want to
they
have
really
children,
need-
that
they
could be
want-
hard.
Yes.
That would be a problem probably, but if you're 60, you're looking for women who are 45, 50.
45, yeah, you don't want to go have a baby at that age.
Right. So
Yeah,
it just
it's
a lot of that
depends
depends on that. And you can call and talk to us more about that, and we can discuss a
Yeah.
little bit more. There's a lot to that. That's a whole show in and of itself.
Call me if you need some inputs from the lady itself.
Sure. Hank says, don't need to be in great shape, just got to have a good personality.
Personality.
Yeah.
Money.
What do you think? Do you have to be like a muscle man for the women to like you over there in the Philippines?
We're, as I've said,
Well, you're in love
we're
with Rob, and so,
non-judgmental.
no, I'm just kidding.
You're with Rob. Like a Beauty and the
That's
Beast.
just for Rob,
But I'm
yeah.
the Beast.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to believe
Oh,
that,
my
Ronna.
husband, by the way, is in Seoul. He's gonna come back here soon. So I love you, I love you guys, and pretty much I love my husband very much. Pretty much.
Pretty much. I thought you said you love your husband pretty much. I love him pretty much. Kind of, sort of.
Of course, I love my husband.
Oh, Rob's great. All right, so the one wants to know, what is it when they put their thumb and index finger together? Their
What
thumb
is
and
it when
index
you-
finger together.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
It's like this one?
I think he's saying their thumb and index finger together. So what? It'd be like
Oh.
this, like this.
Like this?
I think they were making a
yeah.
heart. Were they making a heart, or what were they
It's
doing?
okay. Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's a sign of okay.
Ben wants to know, I hear many Filipinos are attracted to fair-skinned men. Would there be issues for men like me with darker complexions?
No, Ben, it won't be a problem. As I said, we're non-judgmental person. It's not about your appearance. It's about who you are.
Right.
Be yourself.
Look at the skin on
Yeah.
some of these guys. You can't even see their faces. Look
Yes,
how
we
terrible
actually
that is.
have
No, again,
like
I'm just kidding.
Stevie and Jessa. They have a really great relationship. They're engaged, and Stevie is African American, and he's happy, of course, with Jessa. Yeah, they're processing their visa now.
You know, guys, the looks and everything are kind of way down the list with most of these women. They're really looking for someone who's going to treat them nicely, who can provide a stable home environment, that kind of thing, and build a nice, happy, healthy marriage and healthy life together. That's what they're really looking for. The shade of your skin is really not that important to them, as you can see here in the video.
Yeah, they're all both engaged now. So.
All right, Mr. Booyah says, how many marriages have you still so far? Do you know a number? Wish I could give you a number. As you can see, just from this tour alone, how many guys got engaged just from this tour?
We got 5 confirmed engaged just this tour.
So just from this October tour,
Yes,
just in
yeah.
the Philippines,
Yeah.
we had 5 confirmed engagements, and there'll be more, guys, than just that. Trust me, not everyone is ready to do it just after a few days of meeting. Like myself, it took me and Tanya a year and a half to get married after we met, and we weren't engaged for a good year and longer than a year until after we met at the social. I've been to some weddings where it was 7 years later after the social where the couple finally gets married. So it's really hard for us to tell you exactly how many. I mean, if you go to our website and look at the recently engaged marriage page, that starts to give you an idea. And I don't know what the number is now, but it's thousands of women that have been recently engaged or married from the site. But it's more than that, because a lot of times we just don't know.
25 years, right?
Yeah, we've been around for, well, 24. Next year will be, which we're only a couple months away from, will be our big quarter of a century of helping couples come together worldwide. 25 years of doing this.
Yeah, I've in the Vow Tour, I met 3 expat. We call it expat, right? 3 expat that they've been still contact with our ladies and staff in the Philippines.
Really?
Yes, and
That's so
I got
cool.
a picture. I wish I could show you guys, but it's in my Facebook. Sorry.
Yeah, so I can't tell you, it was, 30,500. I mean, we just don't know because we've been doing it for so long. And a lot of times, you got to remember, we're an international introduction service. Keyword there is introduction. We're going to introduce people together, and then we want them to go off and do what they're going to do together. You're all adults. Now, if you need help, if you need support with relationship questions or things like that, we're always here to help. But for the most part, most of the men and women don't. They're going off, they're meeting, and they're going off and starting their lives together, and they're not constantly calling us back to tell us what they're doing. And that's fine. But a lot of times we will hear through third parties and stuff, oh, did you hear that David got engaged or David got married or this, it's interesting. All right. So here he says, hey guys, I've been watching for about a year. Seems there are many young women attractive, but have noticed some of the same women at every social. Are they looking for Mr. Perfect? As an older guy, I would have nothing in common with a 20-year-old. What are the options?
Just to make sure, it's they're not looking for their perfect guy. They're looking for their perfect husband.
Okay.
Not a guy, but a husband. Of course, the quality is in there as a husband. be understanding, truthful, honest, and loyal to your partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, guys, you know, you're going to see about a 8-to-1 ratio of women to men somewhere in that neighborhood at these socials. So of course you're going to see some of the same women coming back because the odds of them finding that one man that they want to move forward with are not as probably good as the odds of the men because there's so many more women than men. So of course you're going to see some of the same women. Now, you say that you're an older man and you won't have anything in common with a 20-year-old, and I agree with you. But there are women in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s that attend the socials or are available for one-on-one introductions. So no matter what age range you're looking for, you'll be able to find it. And as Ronna said, when you sign up for the tour, before you go, you give us a list of the women you think you'd like to try and meet. And if those women are in their 30s or 40s or even 50s, whatever it is, then we will do our best to invite those women to the socials so you can meet them or do the one-on-one introductions. So don't worry too much about that, Harry. You'll be fine.
And don't worry about that. I'm young girl, married to a 60-year-old man, and we love each other. Of course.
Yes.
We're proud and happy to say that we are happy and we are into a relationship 2 years and counting now with my husband, of course, Rob. And there's not problem with the age.
You know, guys, and I know them very well because Rob and I have been friends for well over 30 years. And I'll tell you, it's amazing the things that Ronna does. And Rob to make that marriage work, but you know you see it and you see them together and you just know that they're kind of meant to be together.
Yes,
you know? It's
of course, we are.
It's amazing, yeah. Sometimes it's not just about that age difference.
Yeah.
It's about the chemistry of the two people involved. And I've seen age differences of, very small age differences, 3, 4, 5 years that have ended in disaster. And I've seen age differences of 40 years that have worked very, very well. I'm not advocating really large age differences. I think once you get much over a 20-year age difference, you really need to be more careful about everyone's agenda, what's going on, and I talk about this all the time. But, there are, like Ronna's case, you have more than a 20-year age difference, but you guys do very well.
A lot of Filipina here in Arizona, my friends are, they're more younger, like 20 to 30 years age gap with their husband.
Right, but that's pretty common for Filipinos, isn't it?
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
even Filipino to
It's
Filipino,
between-
that could be common,
yes.
right? In the marriages.
No, not common in
not as common in
Filipino
Filipino.
local, no.
Ah, okay. All right, so let's keep going. I want to learn Tagalog and want to visit.
Oh,
So what do you think?
Of course,
That's coming
Tagalog.
from Scorpio.
yep, you can learn it. And then there's a Google too, and Tagalog if you are going to Manila. But if you really want to go to like a provinces and meet decent and very, very close oriented to their family, you better learn Bisaya.
Okay, and then Scorpio says, after talking to a few Filipino women, I see why men go after them. Of course, they're wonderful. They're
yes.
beautiful. Charles says, hi, Ronna. Will the
Hello,
Philippine
Charles.
government check my income if I decide to relocate there? So if he moves there to stay.
Yes, you
They
have
will?
to. Yeah, you have to provide.
Yeah, they don't want to take care of you probably if you move over there and
Yeah.
start having to.
It's a matter of your purpose on living in the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay, actually, Hank says he's been seeing more and more younger, handsome guys in the Philippines. Of course.
Yeah.
Get all kinds
we're
of
not
guys
just,
going over.
Yeah, we're not just into the older guys. We're into the guys who serious for looking for their wife and making their dreams come true.
There you go. I like that. Hank says, find yourself a college-educated Filipino from a middle-class family. 23 to 25 is a good sweet spot for age range. Depending on your age, right? But yeah, I mean, everyone's different when it comes to that age range thing. Sly, good to hear from
Hi,
you,
Sly. Hi, Sly.
Always a pleasure. This testimonial, I'm not sure what he's saying there. Guy seems more alpha. Could be. Scorpio, is there any fear at that age of being influenced once in the States? So like right now, you're in the States, you have a larger age difference. Do you see any problems here in the States? Do you get any
No,
strange looks or anything? Or
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, strange look. There's some guys who's asking my number.
I'll bet there are.
And then like, you're so pretty. Can I ask your number? And then, oh, I'm married or single. No, I'm just gonna show my hand. I'm married. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
married. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
My lucky husband is over there.
I like that. I like that. See, guys, this is great.
Yes.
All right, I think you have another clip you want to play here because
Oh,
we're getting
of course.
close here. So what's this
It's,
clip about?
yeah, it's one of the suggested date spots that you can have in Cebu.
So this is a date spot, someplace to take a woman on a date?
Yes,
in
of
Cebu.
course. Yeah, it's
All right.
nice and very...
Have you been there? You've been there, I take it?
No, I'm
You haven't been there? yet?
I haven't. I don't have time when I went to Cebu. work. So
All right, all right.
maybe
Rob,
next
you better get her this date site because, you know, they're asking for her number. So if I were you, I'd take her to this date spot. All right, let's see.
it's cool.
Hello, Miss Ronna and all you guys around the world. It's time to explore Cebu once again with me, Jenny Marie, ID 183440. And today, we are climbing to our greatest heights yet to bring you a killer view from one of the best restaurants and lounge the Queen City has to offer. Blue Elephant Restaurant and Lounge is located right around the corner from Ayala and not too far away from the waterfront. Blue Elephant offers spectacular scenery from the mountains to the ocean and all of central Cebu and between. You can wine, dine, and recline with your special someone while taking in a sublime display 90 floors above this city. Let's take a look. A giant heart at the entrance is pretty romantic, but stepping out amongst the stars will definitely bring out your inner Romeo. There aren't too many areas of Cebu where you can get away from the electric landscape and enjoy nature's night lights. But Blue Elephant is definitely a top choice. If you enjoy seeing the city itself from a top-down perspective, then you will be awestruck by Blue Elephant's brilliant overlook of Ayala's terraces. The rest of Cebu's business park area is also laid out beneath you here at Selfie Central. When your photo taking is finished, it's time to get down to the drinks. Remember that 50 pesos is equal to around $1. Blue Elephant offers a drink list almost as impressive as the view, and the Blue Elephant staff treated us to some of their best. Their mojito is a minty delight at 150 pesos. Shangria was sensational at 180 pesos. And after this, Trying Blue Elephant's take on after sex was an enjoyable sipping experience at 190 pesos. Drinks go better with a bit of dinner, and Blue Elephant's menu offers you a number of local and international options. Once again, we were treated to some of the best that Blue Elephant has to offer. Pineapple fried rice is a Blue Elephant specialty at 250 pesos. Lobster balls with potato strings are a super up to get you started before the main course, also at 250 pesos. The Blue Elephant Premium Barbecue Ribs are mouth-watering at 390 pesos. And steamed seafood curry in a coconut shell is a palate-pleasing dish at 450 pesos that you will hardly find elsewhere. If you are on the ground level, you get to enjoy Blue Elephant's live band, playing every night from 7 to 10. They say good music aids the digestion, and Blue Elephant definitely doesn't disappoint. If you are looking for a more intimate dining experience out of the night air, or just want to live life to the fullest, then Blue Elephant's VIP dining area is for you. If you thought the view couldn't get any better, you would be mistaken, as going up another floor adds another level to an already amazing vista, and for only a cover charge of 350 pesos consumable. In the VIP area, you will experience the best Blue Elephant has to offer while taking in the whole landscape of Cebu. As a date location, Blue Elephant is definitely near the top of the most romantic restaurants in Cebu. Elvis, the manager, and his entire staff will be waiting to serve you from their fantastic menu while you sit back and enjoy the view. That's all, folks. Hope you really enjoyed our latest adventure through the most romantic restaurants in Cebu. There's a lot more where that came from, and we've only just begun exploring everything that the Queen City of the South has to offer. Until next time, you've been watching me, Jenny Marie, ID 183440. Now back to you in the studio, Miss Ronna.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Wow,
I'm
me
really
too.
hungry. I mean, that was amazing food. And
Yeah,
it's so
it's very
inexpensive.
cheap. Yeah.
If you guys don't know what the peso conversion is, get a little
50
Google thing
pesos.
out. 55?
50.
50 pesos to the dollar, right? So when you start doing the math on this, it's amazing.
Like $3
Yeah.
for a meal.
Some of those meals are like $3.
Drinks.
I mean, are you
yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
So you guys can go over
That's
there and live
how
like kings, eat like
cheap they
kings.
are.
It's great. All right, we got to hurry up because we are out of time, and you know what
Yeah.
happens when that happens. They start yelling at us, and we get the union on us, and it's really terrible. So I'm going to go really fast here, but AI says, I wrote a lot of letters, but met someone during an Asian tour meet and greet and hit it off. Still communicating with good intentions. We'll be going back in February to see her again. Can't wait.
can't
And he goes on to
Of
say that
course.
nothing would have happened unless I decided to visit Davao and use AFA services. I say that all the time. You know, you guys can sit there and look at these things all you want, but unless you go and do it,
Yeah.
nothing's going to change.
It's way different when you
Right.
talk to her in person.
Sly says his lady seems like she's into him, and yeah, you can tell by the way she looks at him, she's into him.
Yes. Of
Yeah,
course.
I would say so too, Sly. I mean, you know, you can tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see it like, I don't know. There's no contact. There's no
Yeah.
physical contact.
The eye to
There's no
eye.
eye contact, and you worry that that is not a very good relationship. But this one looked really good. All right, Brian says, are the women in China always smiling like the Philippines? Just curious, still thinking about going to the Philippines. Not as much, I don't think, as the Philippines. The Philippines, they've got this smile. Thailand, they have a little bit of that smile going on, I'd say a little bit more. But China, not quite as much. Not like, I mean, she should be like on the National Philippine Smile picture in the dictionary because Ronna's smiling all the time.
Mostly smiles in different countries, just like this, no showing teeth. For us, like even if we don't have teeth in the front, we still smile. Yeah, that's how we are.
Sly says, due to hormone with AFA, I agree. Ron, I would expect, this is coming from Mark.
From Mark.
I would expect a woman from the Philippines to be nervous about moving to the U.S. I'm sure I will be nervous when I go over.
Yeah, of course. There's there will be nervous. You can't just delete that emotion. It's because you're going to a different country, to a different culture, and there's some ifs, what ifs, like it's way different. Yeah.
All right, it's coming from your husband.
Oh, my husband, my
Thanks,
one
John.
and only.
Build me up. Rob, I do whatever I can for you. You know that. Love you, dear. I think he's talking about you.
Yes, of course.
The magic matchmaker of the Philippines. Yeah, he's talking about you, I
love
think.
you, dear.
See you in about 15 hours. Yeah, he's coming. Pretty
Yes,
soon.
of
Gonna
course.
be here.
Yeah. Thank you, dear, for watching. My ever supportive husband. Love you.
Scorpio, how does this work? You're socializing and people tend to pair off through the course of the event? So the socials, how does it work?
No, it's actually like the table hopping. We call it the table hopping. Once you go and like in 10 minutes to one table, meet every lady on that table, have a talk and conversation to them, and then you list down those who really catch your attention, and then you transfer to a different table which has a different ladies. Then you list down all your ladies that interested on each tables, and that by the end of the socials, by the end of 2 socials, you have time to have a one-on-one date with them. Yes, by the help of our buddies, who's gonna call them and schedule your dates for the day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we're going to finish it with Sly. And he said, Sly's pretty, what's he,
Yes,
in tune.
these are valued.
Yeah, he's pretty
Viewer.
perceptive. He says, notice when he said he wanted the hot girl in the corner sitting all alone, his lady spoke right back instantly and says she was lucky to meet the man of her life that night. That's true.
Yes, of course.
So really, really cool. We are out of time, but I want to thank all of you for being here and thank Ronna for having me on her
Yes.
show.
Yeah,
thank you,
so
Ronna.
much.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
to be here.
I'm really happy you're here.
Yes.
And of course, have conversations with our viewers. Thank you. And guys, it's 41 days before Christmas, and it might be. Oh, sorry. Oh, it might be your last Christmas to spend it alone. So all you have to do is sign up to one of our tour, either in Davao and Cebu, and find your women in there that will spend your holidays, not just holidays, but also for the rest of your days.
Yeah, and guys, if you're in California or if you're in Las Vegas or Nevada or that area, there's no
Anywhere.
reason not to come see us this weekend. We would love to see you either on Saturday in Dana Point area or a Sunday in Las Vegas. And we will go over all this stuff and even more about how this works and give you a ton of good information and some really cool seminar-only discounts for being there and get you on the path to meeting someone is special and nice. Well, I don't know, because Ronna's already taken, so it's going to be tough. But we're going to get you to meet someone really, really special and really, really nice. Okay. All right, guys. So until what? We're 2
Next
weeks away.
Wednesday, yeah,
So this is
on
like going to be
December.
the Thanksgiving Eve. We're doing
Yeah.
this. I think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the next time, right, Kirk? Isn't that the Wednesday before Thanksgiving? I think is the next Philippine-only show. So we will see you guys then. And that'll be a fun show. It'll be a turkey show. So we're going to do some turkey stuff going on. They do the turkey? No, they don't do the turkey thing.
We don't have it in Philippines, so
No,
but
not so much. But
I
we'll
love
get started.
it
We'll
here.
try and
Yeah,
start it. We'll see.
of course.
All right. Until next time, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you all watch. To all those guys who watch videos and are single guys, please sign up. We hope to make our Cebu tour and Davao tour sold out. So all you have to do is go in the Philippines and meet your women. We don't want you to spend the rest of your days just in your couch.
That's for sure.
And being single.
It's no fun. All right. Till next time, guys.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Hi guys, it's me, Jenny Marie, ID number 183440. And hello to you, Miss Ronna. The place we are taking you to today is truly a hidden gem of Cebu and one that even most Cebuanos don't know about, La Buana. La Buona Forchetta da Paolo is as authentic an Italian restaurant as you will find anywhere, right here in the heart of Cebu. How authentic is it, you ask? So authentic that most all of their menu items are actually imported from Italy. Even the owner himself is imported from Italy. When the time comes and you are looking to make a moment, it simply doesn't get more romantic than whisking her away to a bona fide Italian restaurant in her city that she probably isn't even aware of. Because when we say hidden, we mean it. The Ronna Low Live staff is actually the first camera crew to be allowed into La Buana. To maintain this low-key atmosphere, he has literally refused major television interviews in the past. But in the name of amore,